o'clock, it's time for World Video Jury.
Video, 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 World Video Jury, World Video Play, World Video Jury. What will the people say? People say video, 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 World Video Jury.
Almost quite well rehearsed. I'm very impressed. Welcome along, audience, and welcome to you at home to another edition of World Video Jury. I've got one of these movie chairs. It's really good. I can twist on the spot. It's great. Welcome to episode number 9. Yes, time flies definitely when we're having fun, and we have been having lots of fun so far on World Video Jury, and tonight is no exception. We have 4 music videos for you this evening, a completely different style of live musical performance at the end of the show, and 3 ready, willing, and able guests. First of whom is a gentleman who I'm sure you'll be very familiar with. He presents lots of different newses and does all the reporting and everything. He's a very busy boy. Normally you only see him from here upwards, but tonight you can see most of him, I would think, if you excuse the expression. Ladies and gentlemen, Geoff Cutmore. Sorry, I'm ready and willing. Geoff, I bet you wish you could do that when you're reading the news.
Yeah, I do.
Welcome to World Video Jury. What's your musical style? Your musical preference? I have to ask you this question.
Well, do you want to know bands or tastes?
Well, what's your favourite type of music?
Well, a bit of indie I quite like. Maybe 80s music is more my scene.
We'll try and do something for that for you later on in our videos. In fact, you'll see a couple that will be of that style. Our second guest this evening is a gentleman who's been entertaining Hong Kong for a long, long time on radio. He's a very familiar voice as well to our Chinese viewers. He presents a show on commercial radio's Chinese channel, CR2. He is also the regional manager for Polygram Records in Hong Kong, and he is Chan Siu Po. Alex, hi. Welcome. We're going to be asking you lots of questions about record companies and stuff, so you're quite welcome to incriminate yourself this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome along.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Our third guest this evening is a gentleman who formerly presented the afternoon show on BFBS. His voice will be extremely familiar to you on both of the English channels. He does a lot of voiceovers on TV commercials. As I said, formerly presenting a show on BFBS, and he's soon to jet off to the UK to present a show on Britain's first national radio station, Virgin Radio. He is Mitch Johnson.
Yeah. I want a wobbly chair.
No, you want the swinging chair. I got the swinging chair.
I want a wobbly one as well.
Yes, well, we'll get back to that a little later. Welcome, Mitch. All right, we'll go on to our first music video this evening, which is a very good one, in fact. This is by a new band from, well, we can't really work out where they're from, probably from the States. This follows along the line of, no, it doesn't follow along the line of a band from the States. This is Bananarama, got the running order wrong, and a new version of the Andrea True Connection's More, More, More. True Connection. That's the new single from Bananarama. It's called More, More, More. I really like the original. Mitch?
Well, the
What do you
original
think
was
of that?
fine, Andrew, A True Connection, but they haven't actually done anything to change the original except put a drum machine with it. The song, there's nothing to it, and the video, there's nothing to it. You can always tell there's nothing to a video when they cut quickly, and that's what they do in it. Nothing's happening, so there's lots of quick cuts.
It seems a little bit simple, that video, doesn't it?
It's very simple.
Just the girls dancing in front of curtains. We've seen that lots of times in music videos. How does that
I always
grab
think
you?
Bananarama sound like backing singers as well. I'm always waiting for the main singer to start singing. It's like, yeah, very nice, but when someone can come and actually sing the song that I can hear the words on.
Well, I don't know if Alex wants to defend the record companies here, but it seems to me that Bananarama are just like a format band, and it's a formula every time. And the record company knows it's onto a winner with them, so it'll just chuck out some old rubbish and hope that the public buy it.
Well, Alex, defend, please.
No. To me, I think the band, it's basically a bit over the hill. So instead of 3, they are now, live and stuff.
They've been around a long time. They're
So
around
instead
10
of
years.
3, they only got 2 persons now.
And they've run out of songs as well.
Well,
That's
they're
why
actually,
there's no new songs.
in the Guinness Book of Records as the most successful female band of all time, even more successful than Diana Ross and the Supremes. Did you know that?
You
So,
want Bananarama?
yes. And people are buying
That's
their
the wrong
records
book, I
by the
think.
handful. So, why is this? What's the appeal of Bananarama?
Yeah, because they're tasty tats, like, I don't like it's great,
No, I think it's just the teenage idols. I think.
Right.
It's just the teenage thing.
So
And it's easy and it's safe, and you know the song, it's all familiar. You don't have to think about it, just bung it on and it's fine.
Right.
It's,
No Stock
there's
Aitken and
substance
Waterman
to it.
in with this one, because they've produced most of their stuff in the past that was all the top 10 stuff. Their last few singles haven't really got anywhere near the UK, or certainly not the US top 10. But there are similar bands like that in the States. Alex, just as a matter of interest, why is it perhaps that a band like that have more success in Britain? Okay, they're all English, but then
Because it is
there's
a
bands
British
like that in the States.
Because it is a British band.
Right, but there's a lot of bands like that in the States.
But no, I don't think so. I think Bananarama, it's very British. It's not too American. So that's why for this album they hardly can reach the top 10.
All right.
Especially just like what I mentioned earlier on, they're a bit over the hill.
Right, maybe they've kind of run up to the, okay, we've had all the hits with Stock Aitken and Waterman, written by Stock Aitken and Waterman, now what are we going to do? Yeah? Geoff, would you stick that on your turntable?
Oh, no way. I wouldn't give this house room.
All right, well, let's...
Come on, it's a familiar sound that's just been pumped out time and time and again with Bananarama. You listen to the vocal backing on that, and it just sounds like every other Bananarama song you've ever heard.
Okay. Well, let's have a vote on this then. We're looking at this as being a hit or a miss in Hong Kong. Mitch, Alex, Geoff, hold up your boards, please, and tell me what you think.
I'm going to get fired.
Oh. Yeah.
Polymer, man.
I'm never going to get bribed again either.
All right, then 3 misses from our jury this evening. Audience, is that going to be a hit or a miss in Hong Kong, do you think? Yes. Okay, we've got majority miss there. We've got a few okays. Well, I'm going to stay completely unbiased on this one. I'm not going to say what I think about that complete load of rubbish. Now, so we move on to our second music video this evening. Yeah, hate mail coming in the post, and Alex's boss as well. Our second music video this evening comes from a new band. This one's from the States. They're called Shy, and this is called Comforter.
And now I can see I made a big mistake. I don't mean to disregard your feelings, but I think that he's a fool. He don't know how sensitive you are, and baby, that just ain't cool. I'm just glad I can be there for you when you need a helping hand. When deep inside my heart from the start, I know I should have been your man. Lay down and tell me what's on your mind. What is that? Tell me, what did he do to make you cry this time? Well, I will be a comforter. I will make you right. He casts a shadow on your head, and I will bring your light.
Just a smidgen there of Comforter from Shy. Lots of bands like that in the States. This was my point before when I got the order all messed up. Boys to Men, eat your heart out. Guys, you were huddling together there. What are the comments about Shy and Comforter?
Well, I was making the point that I thought that it sounded like a good song for a film. I mean, recently we've had so many films that have had lovey-dovey songs,
Right.
and then the songs have gone on to become, you know, very popular. But I really couldn't see that there was much in the video for someone to buy the song.
A bit formula from those four-men rap stroke harmony type bands.
Is the woman in the band? I don't
No.
think she
As
is,
far as I
actually.
know, no.
She's
but
visual interest.
lots of
to keep it
flesh. And
going.
we,
That's the only reason
Well, I mean-
she's there, because
one thing-
otherwise you'd fall asleep. In fact, we were huddling together because we were just sort of nodding off.
nodding off together in that general direction.
No, I think one thing quite
Telephone
nice with this video, it's they use a black girl instead of the normal white girl.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a black band. I mean,
Well, they
black
should do,
music,
yeah, it's
yes.
black.
No. Look at all those black videos nowadays. They always got white girls. In fact, I think it's quite insulting.
But then,
Yes.
don't you think they're playing it a bit
Maybe
safe?
a bit racist, that video. I mean, maybe a little racist.
But it's pretty good. I mean,
A little
they use
ripple
the
from the
black
audience
instead of the
there,
white.
But then,
Yeah.
on the other hand, you know, having the white girl in there, it's like interracial. So, I mean, this
Yeah, a
is
bit of racial harmony.
safe in the other way, isn't
Yeah,
it,
it's
really?
not bad.
In fact, on the first show that we did, the first episode of World Video Jury, we had Andy Inkovet on, and he was talking about
Who's he?
the soul system. The soul system, it's going to be a lovely day. And he said, no Asians in the video. We were talking, in fact, in our local gossip about Alex Toe is now a very well-known local singer. He's actually now in the UK recording with Stock Aitken Waterman for a worldwide release. So will he have his videos, do you think, with just Chinese girls in, or will he keep the white girl in?
No. Well, I mean, marketing point of view, definitely he has to use the white girls, or maybe, I mean,
I think it's
international
changing, though.
girls.
It's changing
Sure.
now. It's cool to be Asian now, and I'm talking in a marketing way. Before it wasn't.
But basically, Alex Toe, he's not a Hong Kong people. I mean, basically, he's a Filipino.
Yeah, he's
So probably he's going to use some Filipino.
Yeah, but you
girls
have to look
over
at how it's changing. Look how, for example, a lot of the American rock stations don't play black music. They edited out the rap on Michael Jackson's recent single, Black and White,
Right.
for the white rock stations. MTV, when they started, they'll hate me at MTV for saying this, but they wouldn't play black videos for a few years
Right.
when they started. So the whole thing's very segregated. I think it's great that they use a black girl or a white girl or whatever, and the whole thing mixes together.
All right, then,
These
well,
Asians all
there's
fine.
a
The
black
music's
band with a
rubbish,
white
though.
girl
The
in there.
music was dreadful.
Let's have a jury vote on this, because we have to move on to a commercial break. Jeff, Alex, and Mitch, let's have your votes on this one. Oh, we haven't...
Missed again.
Oh, yeah, missed again.
Missed again.
All right, audience, is that going to be a hit or a miss in Hong Kong? A couple of hits down here. What does that mean? All right, okay, well, so that's a kind of an iffy song. If that one gets played on your local radio station in Hong Kong, then let us know. We have to go for a little commercial break. We'll be back with 2 more music videos and a great live music performance. So stay with us for another half of World Video Jury in a moment.
The cassowary, an irreplaceable animal of the wild south. Rainforest Warrior, Tuesdays 8:30 Entertainment, a NICAM bilingual presentation.
No matter for that, and my word, we needed that. Welcome back to part 2 of World Video Jury, and let's go straight on to our 3rd music video this evening. This is the brand new single from Shakespeare's Sister. Yes, one member there, part of Bananarama. This is the new one. It's called My 16th Apology. Shakespeare's Sister there, My 16th Apology. That's pretty good stuff off the album Hormonally Yours. Alex, you were raving about that album earlier on.
Yeah, I like this album very much.
Is that a good choice as another single?
I think musically, it's a very good track, but video-wise, I don't think so. Because this is like the fourth or the fifth single from the album.
Right.
So they are sort of running out of material. So you can see from the video, basically, it's all those footage. They just
as you said, yeah, they've snipped out bits from the previous videos and put them all together as one.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a cop-out, really, as far as the record company goes, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
what happened there?
Just like what I said, this is the fourth single from the album, so we were a bit running out of budget, running out of material. So
I wasn't out of
use
budget.
the existing stuff.
Stay was #1 in the UK for about 5 or 6 weeks, the first single off the album.
Yes. Well, it's a good track. And,
Stay was a good single, yeah.
Yes,
I agree with you. Stay was a good single. They are running out.
Yeah,
And,
you're right.
I think Shakespeare's Sister are quite good because there's one of the Bananarama girls in Shakespeare's Sister.
They got more style.
Yeah, they crossed the border. Bananarama just a bit naff. And, but Shakespeare's Sister...
Agreement there from the top.
Naff.
Oh, he's so slating.
I don't know what they're singing about, though. What's this 16th apology? I mean, has she been really bad or what?
I don't know, you don't know.
Why 16? Why not 15 or 17?
Listen, if you got 50 ways to be your lover, so I mean,
the top of the
be your lover, so it's fine, you got your 16th apology.
It's the 16th apology because the single's so bad.
The single's fine, the video's a bit cheapskate.
Yes,
That strikes me as being more of a kind of a radio single than perhaps their last one.
It's quite poppy. Did you notice the Haircut 100 bits in it? It sounded very Haircut 100-y. It's quite a poppy song.
Yeah, that is going back a bit, yes.
Show your age.
The Nick Hayward days.
I like your haircut, actually. It's like Haircut 100.
The Nick Hayward.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about Bananarama here. Let's not talk about our audience's haircuts. Very nice haircut it is, too. Very nice. Okay, so that single then, that, as you said, that's the fourth or fifth off the album. The album altogether is very good, and they wrote the whole lot. That one seems to me to be more commercial than their other releases. Stay was completely different and actually surprised me to get to #1. But what do you think of that one? Is that too commercial, or do you think they're in keeping with what they released so far?
They get the balance right between being commercial, as I was saying before, Bananarama, and being quite cool and quite good lyrics. And we don't actually know what the lyrics are about, but they sound like you could listen to them and there'd be something in there. So,
well, I think if it makes more people buy the records, there's nothing wrong with being commercial.
Absolutely.
If it's good
We're
music,
all capitalists in Hong Kong, we don't mind.
Would you put that? You'd put that on your turntable at home?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Alex is well keen with that. All right, let's have a jury vote. Let's have a jury vote. Is that going to be a hit or a miss in Hong Kong?
I think it hits.
Well, we think Alex has had that sign up for a while. You're sure about this?
I like this.
All right, well, the audience, I think, apart from the haircut at the back there, the audience seems to think that's going to be a hit in Hong Kong. Okay, we're only one music video away from our live music performance this evening. Here is our fourth music video, a complete change of style for us here at World Video Jury. This is the rap one with a bit of the Buffalo Springfield song in it. Stop, hey, what's that sound, etc., etc. This is We Three, and for what it's worth.
Let us not allow another dream to turn sour. Dismissed by cynics as a son of flower power. We don't know how and we don't know why, but we can still retain love in our mind's eye. And I know bitterness is never a solution, cause deep in my soul I had a silent revolution. As a means to an end, I may choose wealth, but love is truly an end in itself. And I see George, hand in hand with a dragon, loading contraband upon the same bandwagon. Pinball machines have a sign saying tilt, but in life it's difficult establishing guilt. So it won't be me to cast the first stone, cause I got far too many hang-ups of my own. And furthermore, if the truth be known, I want mercy when my cover gets blown.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop hearing what's that sound. Now everybody look what's going down.
Now there are 5 billion people plus upon this planet. The place cannot be totally without love, can it? The very first time in my life I stood still for a second. I found more pain in the
Excellent stuff there. That's We Three, we as in oui en français. And that's called What's That Sound, or For What It's Worth. Now, this seems to be a trend, guys, at the moment, that a lot of bands, particularly from the UK, and they're obviously from the UK, judging by that English accent rap, They seem to be pulling out all these old songs and doing cover versions of them. That's a great song. The original version's brilliant, and I think they've done quite a good job of that. It's also going to help to cross the, maybe cross the generation gap, perhaps, in music, and encourage the older listeners to listen to that one, and the younger listeners, perhaps, to listen to the old one. Does that work?
Yeah, it's sprucing up an old song, basically. It's like giving an old car a polish or whatever, and they've just brought it up to date, and they've done it very well. That's a great song.
Alex, you look as if you're ready to say something about that.
Well, I think this is like some kind of gimmick, because I think you mentioned about the generation. I think rap thing, basically, it's a very youthful thing. So if you put out a new, nobody knows the melody, a rap song, new rap song to a radio station, most likely the DJs, they will just put it aside. Because the DJs work in a radio station normally are quite experienced, quite old, to be frank.
What you're saying there, do you think that that's then
so
they've made a mess of the
remake,
original version? Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You don't like it?
I like it. I like it very much.
Well, what do you say? You say
Well,
make a mess of it.
I mean, this is like a gimmick, because the DJs, they know the melody, so they will play the song instead of you just sending them a brand new rap tune. Some of the DJs, they just put the rap song
that
aside.
band, We Three, they're very similar to East 17, who we had on a couple of weeks ago with Gold. This seems to be again another trend, slower rap as opposed to your really fast rave stuff. Are we seeing the end of rave and perhaps more of this kind of slow rapping with any luck?
We'll never see the end of rave.
We'll never see the
will
end of
live on.
rave.
Yeah.
No.
All right,
As long as people will die,
never
rave will
die.
live on.
On that note
for next
about
year.
rave never dying, we'll have to have your votes, and let's tell us what you think it's going to be, a hit or a miss in Hong Kong.
Well, I'd like it to be a hit.
Yes.
All right,
Oh, I
Geoff,
thought
you
we disagreed with you.
You all think it's a hit?
Yes.
Okay, so we have agreement from the audience there. We have agreement. Excellent stuff. And all that remains to be said is, Mitch Johnson, good luck with your new venture in the UK, and thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Alex Chan Siu Po, thank you for coming down
Thank
as
you
well.
for
And
inviting
Geoff
me.
Cutmore, some more news, mate. More power to your news elbow.
We're
Thanks
going
very
around
much
to
for
his
your time.
turntable. He's the only man left in Hong Kong with an actual turntable.
All right, well, we'll go around to Jeff later.
yeah,
Listen
all right,
to the
thank you,
78s and the 45s. Thanks to the three of you. And now it's time for our musical entertainment. These two gentlemen are a quarter of a band called Destination Anywhere, who are playing later on this evening in the California-style diner in Queensway on Hong Kong side. Work that one out and go and see them. They are John and Richard. John Huey and Richard Preston. An excellent bit of live music here on World Video Jury. And we have a quick competition for you before we go. If you can tell us, please, what record company Alex works for, then you'll receive a large stack of CDs. Address and fax number coming up at the end of the show. We'll have more music from Richard and John, and I'll see you again next week for another edition of World Video Jury. See ya!
Come and join the studio party on World Video Jury. If you're over 18 and game for a laugh, we'll feed you and fill you full of drinks. So send a note with your name and daytime phone number to this address.